Yeah, what are we
I
doing?
couldn't find the original notes, so...
We're doing the continuation to world building.
Why do we need to continue? I pretty much figured we covered everything.
Because she's going to be running this game, and we did not cover everything.
Oh, I see. We're
actually building the world
I see.
today.
I got it. I'm on board. All right, I understand what's happening.
Where is it?
So why don't we remember
why
what
would I
before
know?
we actually
Because you were the one
officially
writing it
start what we
last
have
week.
down.
I saw it...
Don't just point to the giant stack of
but I don't
RPG
remember where it
papers.
was.
That's where it's at.
Oh, God.
Okay, so this is
Hello, welcome to the Nathan Man podcast about Nathan
yeah.
Man. It's about me.
It's about the Nathan
Well,
Man.
actually, this should be fun for Nathan. He'll be able to exercise what little imagination he has.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm just learning to be a kid, okay?
Okay. Welcome to Honor and Gaming Podcast.
Comes naturally, don't worry
Today, we are continuing on world building, and we're going to continue building the world we built on the last episode. Today, I am with Ezra Twitch, Jinxie, Elizabeth, and Joe.
Who still wants his
Joe,
money?
what's your goddamn
Gravy
gamer name?
I don't
Gravy
have a
Train
guy-
Writer.
Yeah. Gravy
Yeah.
Train. Gravy Train to Nowhere is my
He
I
said
want to
that
see
every
that.
podcast
I
so
want to
far.
see that on Steam tomorrow.
Gravy Train to Nowhere? You got it.
Yeah.
Done.
And then joining us
Yeah.
is Nathan from the Lost episode,
Big Man 3000.
Pigman 3000.
Is that really your
Big
gamer
man
tag?
or Big
3,000.
man?
3000.
Well, both. but
Okay.
Pig Man.
Yeah. He's new to D&D, so he's going to jump in on this podcast and see how a world is built.
Kind of.
You know, we're just
Kind
going
of.
to
A-way.
oversaturate
A-way.
him with everything all at once.
Exactly.
I'll pick up about 5%
Yeah.
of this.
I'm going to grind up my D&D books, put it in a syringe, and just inject it straight into his blood.
I'm down for any needles. Like, whatever you want to do, guys.
TMI, bro.
Tim.
We can share.
So we were doing this, and Elizabeth really was interested in running this world. Well, interested as in me saying, hey, you should run this world.
Yeah.
And
There was a lot of arm twisting involved.
Yep.
yeah.
And like
And
sexual
handcuffs.
stuff. It got weird. It got weird quick. I had to look through.
All right. So
So what do
all
we
right.
have so
can
far?
Can we get a refresher? Because I can't remember
Yeah.
everything we did.
Yeah, future GM. Refresher
okay.
us.
Okay, so the last time we established that gods are dead. They've been dead for at least one elf generation, which is a long-ass time for other folks. And that was a theme. Oh, and we were using the Dresden Files
World building.
world
Okay.
building situation because it's really great for that collaborative world building stuff. Okay, so another thing was that the water's rising. People generally don't know what's going on when
Was that a threat or a theme?
that was a threat.
It was a threat.
And
Yeah.
I think it's because all the carbon emissions in
Oh,
the
fuck
fantasy world. What? I'm just saying that sometimes art imitates life, sometimes life imitates art.
Look, all I'm saying
Look,
in
it's
Dungeons
mer
and
people
Dragons.
sorcerers if you really want to know.
Oh, I'm totally.
Do you guys really think that magic is eco-friendly?
That's a
there's
good
a
point.
wish spell, bro. Yes.
I wish for the planet to be eco-friendly.
Bam.
Oh, and there was one idea of the planet doesn't rotate, but I decided to not deal with that science bullshit.
Well, you could do it without having to be a sciencey. We've already committed to that course. I was super excited about it.
Yeah. The world stopped spinning
Look,
because
just to get
gods,
this side.
the power.
One side's really cold. One side's
Oh
really
yeah, no,
hot.
I'm keeping that.
Okay, cool,
Yeah, I'm
cool.
keeping
I'm down.
that. Just the reasoning is a lot different.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
No.
just have to live like right behind the sunset all the time, or what?
Yeah, basically. That's where you're stuck.
That's like the only habitable spot on
Yep,
the planet.
yep,
That
yep.
sounds
That's-
fucking terrible.
That's exactly how I
That's
did the
the
metal.
point.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's more along the lines of there are very few habitable areas everywhere.
Okay.
Mostly because turns out that gods keep that shit in check, and now because of the power vacuum, a bunch of sorcerers kind of fuck shit up.
Can I come up with an idea? Okay, so the world still is light and dark in the middle spot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically it could be not rotating, correct? Technically, if we
That
wanted
could
to
be
think
it
about
too, yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be part of what the gods do and stuff.
Well, it
but
would
you
still technically have to be rotating at the same rate that it's orbiting.
not necessarily. So there's stable orbits where they just don't Well, I guess.
Well, that's like our moon is
Yeah,
orbiting.
that's a good point.
It's rotating at the same speed that it orbits around us. So we always see the same side of it.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Purr for me.
And we are also now joined
Purr for
by
me.
Kobold.
Damn
He
it.
is a kobold from D&D 3.5, and he loves pizza.
And robes.
Thank you very much.
And what?
And robes.
And robes, yes.
Pizza and
robes.
robes.
And pizza.
That's his number 2 loves. Number 3 being giant Dakimara pillows.
Dakimakura.
I got
Whatever.
pranked. I got pranked real bad.
Yeah, but you still
That will
cuddle
be
with it, right?
That will be going up on our YouTube
If
channel
anyone can
soon.
can hear me, but I'm being held against my
If you want to-
Dakimakura. That's
Couple-
really long.
Speak in the mic. You guys got to share.
Hello.
Thank
There you
There
go.
you go.
They've brought the mic over to me. I am wrapped in a Dakimakura. It's against my will.
7 meter
They
long.
tied me up with it. It's the really long one.
7 meters.
So
7
the thing
meters
I
of
was gonna bring
Dakimakura.
up, right, is if we do go with the one side's always sunny and hot, and one side is not always sunny and hot, you could still kind of have a day on the sun side if you had a large celestial body, like a moon of some sort, which passed in front of the sun frequently. So they have a lot of eclipse,
Yeah.
like more so than normal.
Yeah, there we go.
So that could
So
be
if
like
they
a
have
thing.
like 5 moons
Yeah,
that
we
are
could
like
totally do that.
almost as big as the planet
Yes,
itself.
and so
You
they're
can totally do
constantly-
more than one moon. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you just have like almost a normal day-night cycle.
The
Maybe.
thing that you could
I'd make it a little more extreme.
that you might
personally.
want to establish is whether it's an actual solar system that we're working on, or because there's gods involved, you could always have the old painted skies situation that
Yep.
was basically how a lot of societies thought.
And we're gonna be sharing a microphone. All right. That could work too. What do you think, Liz?
Let's see. I was not following the painted skies
Right.
line very much mostly because it didn't get finished. Anyways, but yeah, I think one side being day a lot and one side being extra long nights would be
Yeah.
cool.
And the thing is, night side, you could just put the Underdark there. Anything that
That's
would
what I was
do well
thinking.
in the
I was gonna
Underdark
about
would do
saying that.
amazing.
I was
Yeah.
thinking something similar too.
That's
Oh,
where the
the
Underdark
Underdark.
is. It's on the other side of the world, and it's just that half of the
It would
globe.
also be
Yeah.
a fucking frozen wasteland.
The very, very farthest, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But it
with
would
the-
be a little
and then the
warmer
Underdark would
near
be
the
underneath.
twilight, and you can kind of get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe put that down as an idea, since that sounds like something we all agree upon. Underdark on the dark side.
Super
of the
cool ice castle on the fucking
Yes.
the
Okay.
pole.
Because the snow never bothered you anyway.
The
Is that
coldest
it?
place ever, where it's like
Okay.
2,500 degrees below zero.
All right. So
Uh,
for
just
a
put an
threat,
ice dragon over there.
we'll put like night dwelling ice giants that live in a giant ice castle.
Sure.
Right? That works.
Ruled by.
That people are evacuating that side of the planet.
No. It's they're evacuated or they're dead. We're like way later. It happened a while ago. Well, unless you're an elf, then like goddamn kids.
I
Yeah.
remember when I had to evacuate an entire
Yep,
side of the
exactly.
world.
Yeah.
Fucking millennials.
With the cell phones and the complicated sneakers.
Okay, Underdark on the dark side of the moon. It's
No.
also frozen.
Planet.
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 Sorry, I think in Disney terms.
Or Pink Floyd terms.
But if we want to have things on a moon, Neogi are great. We can have one moon that's really close and causes all kinds of problems whenever it passes over, but has a really slow rotation.
That could work. How about as maybe a counterpoint? Kind of stemming from that, is the moons actually rotate in normal time and they are full and lush of life.
So you can see it.
But you just can't experience. Oh,
Like if you get a strong enough telescope, you can see that there's life on the
yeah,
planet.
yeah. That's
You can
awesome.
thing
scry up there.
Those moons would
oh,
have
lucky.
to be massive in order to accumulate the oxygen required for life.
And that would like fuck with gravity on the
planet
planet,
could be
too,
big,
which would be
too.
fun.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like for 20 minutes or an hour or whatever, while that one's coming around,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
fucking weigh like half as much. Your
Yeah,
encumbrance
exactly.
is
That's what I was
cut in
thinking.
half.
Big ass where the water goes up in the air in the ocean.
Tidal wave.
No, cyclone.
spouts.
Tidal waves too.
Well, that might cause too much problems then, so maybe nix that.
Yeah, maybe next that. Yeah, they wouldn't be sinking so much as sunk.
They kept that shit in check.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, what are we actually using from that giant rambling onslaught?
Let's let Liz decide.
Oh God. Let's see. I like that the dark side is a frozen wasteland. The wasteland. I'm tired. Words are not going to work today.
That's fine.
But yeah, so the dark side is near constantly frozen. Maybe they get like 1/2 thaw in a year, whatever that is anymore. And there's the most entrances to the Underdark on that side, if you can call them entrances.
Well, I wouldn't say it's entrances. I mean, that side is the Underdark. The Underdark could come out and like set up shop. Like, this is great.
Yeah.
There
This
would
is
be hella
awesome.
moonlight too.
Yeah. Yeah.
There'd be
So I
what?
th-
There'd still be
hella
moonlight. There'd be hella
if
moonlight
there's,
still,
like-
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and it would be reflecting off of the...
Especially with 5
ice
moons.
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that actually works
You'd
well.
still like maybe be able to see.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
A moon that's full in the night up here going down any road. It would look like that. Practically just looks like morning.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so 5 moons. The gods are dead?
Maybe there's 5 gods.
Exactly. Exactly. But they're all dead. But not really, obviously, because the moons are still there.
Mind was just blown.
Or they could even have it where, like, the moon is where you go if the god likes you. Like, they're heaven.
For the religion, yeah.
I mean, shit. If you really want to rip stuff off, hell is technically a planetoid in the astral sea, and you could take the whole thing as is and just make it one of the moons.
That's an option.
Yeah. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Oh, yeah.
So, Liz, what would you like to see? Excuse me? What would you like to see in this world? Like, say, hey, I want something like this, and then pitch out ideas to us. Have us solicit
Or
ideas.
pick any one of the 50 things that we already did, and we can figure out who the faces are and so on and so forth. You've got options.
Yeah, I think one place we could expand a little bit on is the Underdark Tundra, I guess.
Yes. Okay, so we want to start by making that a theme, right? The idea, what you want to call it, Underdark Unleashed, you know?
Sure.
I mean,
Sure, yeah.
and then the aspect is a description of what's actually going on because the planet is no longer in rotation. One side of the planet is an eternal night, but 5 moons do mean there's a lot of extra moonlight. So as a result of this, all the flora, the fauna, like basically the Underdark is like bullfrogs in Australia. They're just having a good old time and they're spreading out at a record pace. They probably raid the Twilight area all the time for slaves and shit, like constantly.
Now, there's probably multiple factions.
Of course,
for the Underdark.
thousands,
I like
hundreds.
the idea where maybe these evil frost night giants
Yes, that would be cool.
are like overlords, and maybe they are competing amongst one another with their drow and Duger Mind Flayer minions.
All right, cool. So we have a new group. What do we call them?
Why do we call them the Night Lords? It's sweet. It's like describes their nightness and their lordiness.
Okay, we'll call them the Night Lords. All right.
I was kidding about that. That's a horrible name. Please don't.
Well, okay. Do we want to call them something in a made-up language that has connotations culturally, or do we want to call them something like the Night Lords?
What were the ice giants?
You know what? I think their working name is just going to be Night Lords until we can
What
actually
about?
figure
Why
out.
don't we call them the Jotun? And honest, in that movie we just saw.
Oh,
The Jotas?
Jotun. Yeah.
Jotun?
Yeah. That's the Norse name for ice giant.
Oh.
Or just giants, anyways. But yeah,
That's
I like
the
it.
species name, actually. But
Oh, whatever it is. Point is, there. We'll call them the Jotun. So now we look on the little. Where do they fall in the world? Do they know a lot about why the world stops spinning, or they basically not know shit?
I think that depends on your pay grade, so to speak. So the higher ups would know what's going on, but like the little pawns probably not so
Probably
much.
is not. So we'll put them kind of in the middle on that one, because some do, some don't.
And they definitely want change.
Maybe
Why would they want
worship
change?
No, this is great for them.
Yeah, why would they want
don't have to be
change?
stuck underground.
Where once,
Oh, that's a good point.
where once they had nothing, now they have a giant ice castle
Maybe they
and half
worship
the
a
planet.
6th god.
They have more territory than anybody else.
They brought to power and
What'd Nathan
disbanded
say?
all the other
Hold-
gods.
Repeat that one more time.
Maybe they have a 6th god that they worship
Ooh,
that took over all the other gods.
or was the primary architect for the fall, so to speak.
Yeah.
I like it.
That would be GM secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something that we may
Yeah,
or may
it's a
not
thing to
know.
consider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like put a big question mark by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the aspect. Now I want to think of the faces. So I can already think of a couple archetypes we need, right? We obviously probably need the leader of the giants. We probably need someone who is a rebel of some sort who's fighting the giants that the players can meet. who's a face of that location, and then probably some third character to add intrigue, like could be a foreign nation trying to undermine them, or division within the ranks, so on and so forth. So we need 3 characters, and they're going to be on and then we're going to add them to a face sheet. So you're going to look at the face options are.
If I may suggest the rebel, I suggest a guy known as Fenrir. Let's go with Phoenix Breath.
Okay.
Just have him be a retired adventurer that has come out of retirement in order to like over these years. He's an elf, so he can get ridiculously old and still be an adventurer.
Gotcha.
But he's like, I need to get back into working because this massive enslavement is really something I don't like or approve of.
Gotcha.
Or you can make all of them gnomes and just make a bunch of giant slayers out of 3.5.
You could do that.
He can lead a
whole
band
group
of merry men.
Yes.
He can be the Robin Hood of the world.
I like the kind of idea. You can call him Fenrir, Phoenix Breath, or whatever. We could make him an especially old elf that kind of predates the fall.
How about like an ageless elf?
A what?
An elf that doesn't age. Like
An ageless.
at all.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. We can do that. I imagine he doesn't have a lot of support over there, since mostly everyone's dying. If they're in the ice castle as slaves, they probably have a high turnover, I'm imagining. So he probably is more of a sole operator, I would say.
So are we doing like Game of Thrones, the wall situation?
No.
So they don't just like recruit people by the forces?
Well, no, because there is no winter. No winter's coming. Winter's always in the same spot.
Yes.
Because the other side of the world's a desert.
No. The wall situation where they just take the captives or take the criminals and you're doing this now. Something to give them to do.
No, because I don't think anyone's I mean, think about what kind of chaos that would wreak on society if the Earth stopped spinning. I imagine most of the races people are going to be playing are in little like Twilight kingdoms along the band, and they're probably mostly like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" I mean,
Well, if this happened,
1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago, that's pretty
like
much the norm.
6 generations. That's not enough time to figure shit out.
I think it is.
If there was a
yeah,
nuclear
that's
war
way
tomorrow,
more than
we would
enough
still have
time to-
problems when my kids were adults.
I've played Fallout. I survived just
Yeah,
fine.
that's not great,
How
is
long
it?
do you think that cars been around, dude?
Huh?
How long do you think cars have been around?
Like 6 generations?
No.
3?
No, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
3 generations? Still, maybe you're right. Fair enough.
Yeah. 1,000 years is a long time.
That's a
That's
good
a
point.
long
How long? How
fucking-
many
that's a
years
whole
has
new
it been
civilization.
exactly?
At least one elven generation. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
depending
that could be a
on
lot,
your
yeah.
canon, that's
1,000
not.
years ago, we were beating each other with sticks.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
1,000 years ago, you are incorrect.
No, we had muskets 1,000 years ago.
muskets.
Yeah, but once you fire the musket, then you have to use it as a club.
I'm pretty sure we didn't we?
I don't know about
And
No,
he
'cause that's
can look it up.
14th century.
each other with sticks.
Yeah, 40th century?
But that's 6 generations, because 600 years ago. You're right. So you're right. I'm not really. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Nate's right on this.
But 1,000 years ago,
So we really
still
need to-
definitely
Yeah.
had
But here's the thing.
swords and
It's
bows and-
yeah.
we already have
But it's
all the knowledge base of the 1,000 years. It did not.
My
What?
point is we need to zero in on the exact time, because an elf generation can be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like 300 years, 800 years,
1,000
1,000
is a good
years.
number.
Okay.
rounded.
In that
So there would be, like,
case,
whole civilization.
yeah. So in that case, yeah, there's probably at least some kind of like they probably visit each other. I mean, there's probably fully operational empires, despite the weirdness of the world, which changes things a little bit. Not how I was imagining it, but definitely changes things.
So why don't we decide who this evil knight Jotun is?
All right, the king and or queen of the Jotuns. Okay, first thing, are they patriarchal or matriarchal?
Matriarchal.
Okay, why?
Because the males are smaller, they're like tortoises.
Okay, that works. So then that means if it's have to a size, they're a physical race, not thinkers
Mostly.
necessarily. I mean, like they put a lot of value in like
Prowess,
physical
yes.
power. Okay, so we have that. What's the matriarch's name?
Trying to think of ice giant names.
Anybody? Anybody at all?
Trying to think of one. Names are hard.
Bewley.
Just pull from Norse
Bewley.
Bewley. Get it? Bewley? Bewley.
Bewley?
Ice block
Bewley.
No.
instead of ice
No?
cube.
Nope.
Ice block.
Denied.
Ah,
hydrogen.
He's a giant
Bewley
rapper.
the ever baleful.
there we
There
go.
we go.
Bewley the ever baleful.
Why is she... Okay, so what does the face thing look like? So I can remember what we're supposed to be figuring out. This person is the face of the Night Kings, maybe instead of the Night Lords.
Sure.
Next thing is the high concept of tyrannical queen, right? That's what she is. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got that. With the motivation of...
Perpetuating the permanent winter.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, she wants
engulfing
that.
the whole planet in winter.
Yes, that could be possible.
Expand the winter.
Yes.
Or the night, or whatever it would be.
It'd be really funny if she doesn't actually know why the world stopped spinning either.
Exactly.
She just thought, it spread. We can make it spread more.
And they really can't, but
And
maybe
really
they can
can't.
with magic, or if they bring the gods back. So it could happen.
They need to bring the gods back because they think it's going to engulf the rest of the world into frost,
Well,
and it really is.
They're probably not trying to bring them all back. They're probably just trying to bring theirs back.
Yeah.
All right, so with the relationships, and so we give our relationships to the other characters that we haven't made, the other two faces. So we have one which we can call Fenrir,
Yeah.
and he's an elven freedom fighter. Mm-hmm. And he's older than the Cataclysm. We already decided on that, right?
Okay.
So that's his face, concept, and kind of his high concept is elven freedom fighter, older than the Cataclysm. And he has a motivation with Bewley of he wants to kill her, he wants to replace her with someone else. Like, how's he feel about her? And how's she feel about him?
Mortal enemies.
I think enemies, because they want the exact opposite things.
Okay, so...
He wants Everwinter pushed back because elves don't do well in
Yeah, yeah.
Icelands.
So-
And the slaves constantly them raiding.
And the slaves.
So he probably views her as a mortal enemy.
Yeah.
She probably views him as like a rebel upstart or something, you know, like
Or as
just
a gnat.
a gnat. Yeah. An annoying bug that needs to be squashed. And then do we want to add, we can keep going here and complicate as much as we like. So if we could add a third ice giant, give him a relationship with both characters as well, and you just keep building on that until you have all the faces for that space.
I don't think we need to do that. We could do broad strokes for this.
Yeah, I think two major players.
I mean, if you have
and then-
another idea,
I
toss
had
out
kind of a good idea.
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
think
toss
it
it
would
out.
be good to have an ice giant who is just as tyrannical but much more conniving, and is trying to take over as well. And then the way he would view the Elven Freedom Fighter is as a useful tool.
I like that.
An Elven Freedom Fighter might not even know he exists, so they wouldn't even have to have a relationship.
Okay.
But we don't have to do that.
No, I like that.
And his relationship with her is probably like,
He's her nephew.
yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
Nephew, auntie.
So
He's just bitter that she got the throne because
Yeah.
she did through different merits, and
Yeah.
it's like, you're a dumbass. I can read this way smarter than you.
Yeah.
Well, it's that whole matriarchal societal thing. He knows he could rule, but really, it's the matriarchy that's keeping him down.
Yeah, just like Peter Baelish, kind of. All right, so another place, I feel like we should have either... I feel like the Twilight Kingdoms is a good place to put just humans, dwarves, pretty much fucking almost
Oh,
everything.
yeah, that's your PC races.
Yeah.
So do you want to do the other side of the planet then?
No, the middle...
Or you want to do the middle planet?
That would be like the Twilight Kingdoms, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And there could be... And there's the Twilight Kingdoms, the Twilight Forest, the Dusk Vale, all that shit.
Well, I think with the waters rising, as they are being a threat, it's going to have to take place on a largely water-based part of the band. Like maybe if you think of it, the coast of Europe and the coast of America, with the Atlantic Ocean being like the focus of the
Gotcha.
Twilight band.
Gotcha.
So
Or
it's
maybe-
go for
Or
it.
maybe being the focus, like move it over so it's not actually over the ocean. It's over the edge of the ocean. So it's always like dusk. Like it's always like, you know, when the sun's going down over the ocean? The cities just basically always look like that.
Okay.
So you always get a gorgeous fucking sunset over the ocean.
24 hours a day, whether you like it or not. So that'll be that coastal town that we already kind of thought of then. And what was the name of that town? Do we have a name for it?
Salium.
Salium. Okay. All right. So Salium is coastal city on the Twilight Strand.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
And then the next thing is okay. So name Salium. Description: coastal city on the Twilight Strand. Theme: water is rising. That's what we already did. And then what was the next thing down there? Faces?
Let's see. Yeah, the
No,
face.
aspect.
Oh, the aspect.
What was the aspect?
Oh, high and low, rich and poor, something like that.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we're the lower levels, which are now flooded, have
That's where the poor people
refugees
live.
have moved up.
Yeah.
And the wealthy snobs do not care for such riffraff hanging out in the banquet halls.
Yep. Fair enough.
Besides that one lord.
As far as you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
and then
I thought he was in there.
the faces was that one lord. What was his name?
His name is Finn.
All right, Finn.
Finn and Finrir is gonna get really confusing.
I know. I don't like. Let's switch one of them.
Yeah, change Finrir.
Change Finrir.
Yeah,
You don't like Finn?
I
I like Finn more.
Finrir.
Lord Finn.
Lord Finn. Okay,
like
so
Lord
give it to
Finn.
Finrir.
Yeah, get rid of
So-
Finrir and put him as a.
Well, how about it's Lord Finn, but everyone likes calling him by his first name, Nathan. Lord Nathan Finn.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Then we can keep Finrir.
Okay.
All right.
That guy's gonna die.
Nah.
So he's a face. Then maybe a bitchy countess who's constantly complaining about the poor people. We gotta add
Giant titties.
one. That can happen.
Is her
Canon.
theme
It's canon.
big titty goth girlfriend?
Yes. Please.
Goths love poor people.
No, they
Not
don't.
this one.
Okay, that's fair.
She's a rich goth.
That's possible. All right.
Wife goals.
Countess what?
Let's see.
Or yeah.
Biggest titties.
Gothicus.
Just for Nathan.
No, how about Count Gothicus? I kind of like that.
Gothicus.
It's corny. Fuck. It is too corny.
How about Gothica?
Perfect.
Wait, she's a duchess?
Duchess Gothica. Yeah. We'll
Gothica?
call her first name.
Want to make her a dwarf?
I already used that name.
We didn't use Bellatrix yet.
We've used Bellatrix and other stuff.
Like one.
Okay.
We use Dunnebeck everywhere now. What do you-
Bellatrix
I love
Gothica.
Dunnebeck
Okay.
though. I love Dunnebeck. Best tank I've made.
Countess Bellatrix Gothica. For Bellatrix, right? She's gonna be the face of like the Silver Tower or some rich gated community.
Okay.
We don't have to use Silver Tower. I'm just throwing shit.
No,
out.
no. I'm following.
All right. So with the high concept of
Getting these damn poor people out of my town.
okay,
Out of my hall.
Out of my, yeah.
I liked the balls we had here.
So how
yeah,
would
no, perfect.
They were a lot
The
cleaner.
balls we had here. Yeah.
The balls were a lot cleaner before
Yeah.
this.
All right, and her motivation for getting rid of all poor people?
They're dirty.
They smell
She-
Doesn't need a
bad.
good reason.
She's just vain narcissist. Like she has no noble. She's just like.
Well, she doesn't have to be noble. She,
Nope, she doesn't.
is noble.
Yep. Yep.
She's
Exactly.
a noble.
All right, then we have Nathan Finn. High concept of.
He was a charitable. He's a
He
charitable
wants
noble.
he charitable benefactor would be
Yeah.
his high concept,
Yep.
and his motivation is his mom grew up poor. Bam, done.
Yep.
Now, what are the relationship with each other? How does she view him, and how does he view her?
Erstwhile lovers.
Yeah, they fucking hate each other, but they're getting it on the side.
I'm down. All right.
I
He thinks she can change her. She thinks he's a good lay.
She's like, I fucking hate everything he stands for, but it's like that big.
Yeah.
And lasts for hours.
Or maybe, she could also be trying to marry the family because he's the number one.
Get more power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Her motivations are manipulation. His are I still see
Redemption.
the good in her.
Her estate's
Yeah.
running out. She's got to marry in.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that covers both of them. Do we add anything else? Like a bum?
We had one of the things that was going on in this particular town was that people were going missing,
Yes.
and we had a survivor.
Okay.
She disappeared, but she came back.
Yeah, so she is the face of the Canal District with the high concept of unhinged survivor. Motivation would probably be let the people know they're coming or something like that, you
Yep.
know? They in quotation marks because she really doesn't know what it is. Her relationship to Nathan would be
She's a kind, simple-minded old lady. She
that's
means
his
no
relationship.
harm.
That's his relationship to her. What would
Yeah.
hers to be? Desperately trying to be like, no, believe me, or something.
I think her relationship to Nathan Finn would be, he's down here all the time. He'll listen to me. He's the
Yeah.
top person that will listen to me.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
And then what about does she have a relationship with Bellatrix, or
No.
do they just not know?
No.
They just don't know of each other.
No, actually, Bellatrix might like to spit on her.
But that's
Like literally.
it's nothing personal,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can't call that a relationship. She just spits on all poor people.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So now what?
We could come up with a different location, one of the conflicts in the world that's going on.
Another city.
Let's come up with another city that's like in the mountainous area where it's
Yeah.
actually daytime.
So like on the
Okay.
border between the Twilight Zone and the daytime.
No, well, it's like farther from the coast.
Mm-hmm.
No, the sun would be going down, up, down, up. Sun would be going up.
right.
Fuck, that's really confusing.
Let's make.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Yeah, okay.
It's
go.
going into the mountains. They still need iron, gold, and stuff like that. Let's make them dwarves going out into the.
Okay. And we'll say it's like on the dawn side.
Yes, where the sun's higher.
So really the sun's like this. You have this city here, a giant swath of desert, these mountains, and then the dark side. So ever make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So how about this place be called Dawngate?
I just call it Dawnside.
Dawnside?
Dawnside
Yeah,
I
that
like.
works.
I like Dawnside a little more.
It's a newer city.
Where's Dawngate come from?
I want to say it's from Game of Thrones. It sounds really familiar.
God, does not it
Dorne
does.
Dorne is a country in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but Dawngate sounds really familiar.
It
I think
does.
Is it a
Orthodox.
weapon in Skyrim? No. A
Oh,
place?
probably.
No. Fuck. That God damn it, Joe. Why'd you bring that up? All right. So it's Dawnside. All right. Let's have Dawnside be primarily dwarven. They have taken dozens and dozens of refugees. So now it's like much more multi it could be this world's like Constantinople kind of. You know, cuz they probably get stuff from Nightside and from the desert side because of where they're at. Which geographically, if you do the math, they're actually on the opposite side of the world from the coast city.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like them being built into the mountain
Yeah, I
in
like
order
that
to
too.
hide from the sun.
Well, it's not that sunny there. It's like like
Early morning
It's
dawn.
always
It's-
11. It's always 10.
yeah, like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you travel a little, it's kind of cool because instead of sunset happening based off the time of day, it just happens as you travel in one direction or the other. Okay, so all right, so it's already 10. It's always like 10 o'clock there, so it's in the sun. So they hide underneath it. The rocks are probably barren of life, more or less, because it's being blasted with the sun
Oh, yeah.
24/7. It's also extremely cold. You know, we could make it windswept. But underneath, because of all the heat and because of the cold, you constantly have moisture evaporating and stuff. It's actually probably pretty humid underground, you know, like big mushroom farms.
I could see that.
Dude, the primary, I got this. This is amazing. Check it out. This would be like a hidden thread, but one of the primary staples of the kingdom, it would be like mushrooms, morellas and stuff. And one of the primary people, like merchant guilds that supply all the food, has a secret underground myconid farm. He's farming people.
I agree.
Yeah.
Perhaps he secretly is Mike and Ned.
Okay, if we're gonna go with that, the reason he's feeding everyone myconids is that it's really a myconid takeover plot.
Yes, perhaps.
But that's up to the DM. I just came up with a secret myconid farm.
So what else is going on in the city? Nathan, your turn.
Here, Nathan, you tell. How are they ruled? Is it republic, king, magocracy?
Anarchy.
I love it. Let's go with that.
Dwarven anarchy.
Yeah, dwarven anarchy.
There is no ruling.
Yeah.
So it's just like a why can't I say the word?
Commune.
Kind of, yeah.
It wasn't always anarchy.
It's
until
like
they
okay,
started
so it's a
accepting
dwarven.
those refugees.
Imagine you're a dwarven kingdom that has high law and peaceful citizens, and you import by the thousands. People have no respect for your traditions and laws, and they just start fucking everything up.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like that.
Kind of like Germany? Is that where we're going? Okay.
Yes, that was a real life inspiration.
Sweden and Poland.
yeah, those two.
Okay, so if it's an anarchy, then what would be the two main competing
There aren't.
elements?
There.
There isn't any.
There's got to be something there.
Well, the food guy, he could have a lot of power because he gives a lot of food, but that's just coincidence. I mean, that's why he has power. So people who are probably another power is there's probably a private police force or military force or mercenaries that are hired by like every group
Rich
in the
people
city
would
and even
definitely
fight
have
each other
mercenaries.
sometimes.
Okay.
So like, what are they?
Yeah, what are they, Galen?
We'll say they're the dwarves. They're mostly dwarves. They're what's left of the dwarven military. They just
There
became
we
mercs.
go. That's what I was just about to say.
Galen, what are they called?
Oh man, let's call them the Stone Shields. Let's
Yeah,
do that.
that works.
Okay. Okay, Liz,
see.
another faction.
Crystal miners.
Okay.
Okay, why do we care about crystals?
Because some of them are
Align your
magically
chakras.
charged, and it's a problem if they're getting mined out of the mountain, because some of these might actually be keeping the mountains together, and they can't tell which one. But they don't really care.
Instead of crystals, let's call them eidolons.
Eidolons? That works.
And who is head of the Eidolon Mining Guild?
I don't feel like it's a head in this case. I don't. There would be a faces. It's just think of
Like
like
abalone poachers.
or
Yeah.
like gold miners around here back in the day, where it's just a bunch of people doing the same thing but independently.
Well, yeah, still, but there's always going to be that big dog there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like Big Jim, you don't fuck with him. He's up on the ridge.
Yeah. We'll go with Big Jim.
Okay, Big Jim.
Yeah.
Maybe a stupid half orc, like a really stupid half.
Yes.
But he really
With a heart of gold, it keeps the miners safe.
perfect.
There we go.
Big Jim with the heart of gold. What's the leader of the Stone Shields name?
Donnebeck,
Okay.
the go-to name for our group.
What's his last name?
Stone Shield.
Okay, so it's his namesake.
Yeah.
So he's basically royalty among those people. Yeah. And what's his relationship with Big Jim?
Ooh,
That would be complicated.
that would be complicated.
Yeah.
Wants to take him out.
Why?
He's
Because Big
Maybe he
Jim's
wants-
usurping his
him.
authority.
Maybe he
Yeah.
wants to just convince him to stop mining the gems because he doesn't want the mountain to collapse.
well. Those are the
But there's
dwarven,
thousands of people doing that.
Yeah,
That's
but
like a
those are the
lost
dwarven
cause.
gems, and this half orc who my people
Oh,
have fought
gotcha, gotcha.
so long.
So he just has a personal problem with him. He's a racist. He hates
Yes, there you
half-orcs.
go.
even though he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Well, no.
No, Dunnebuck hates
yeah,
half-orcs.
the- no, the,
he doesn't
the-
care that he's a sweetheart. He's
yeah.
a black person. I mean, that's how he's looking
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
like
That's what
some
racism
people
is.
don't
Yeah.
like Wayne Brady. I just,
Yeah.
it's only because of race, really.
So that character's relationship, Big Jim, probably doesn't have a relationship with that guy. Maybe he has a relationship. Is the whoever's doing the mushroom farming, Big Jim is their best customer.
He just loves the morels.
Yeah.
Doesn't know why. They just taste good.
And he feeds them to all his folk.
Yep. That's perfect. You can
But
do
he
it
doesn't
well.
understand why they love him so much.
Yeah.
He is not really affected by the hallucinogenic effects.
Yeah. Maybe.
They just taste good.
Yeah. Well, myconids aren't hallucinogen. They're sentient. They're like it's like
No,
eating people.
I thought you were talking about the Morellis.
Morellos are just delicious. They're like
Morellos,
steaks.
okay.
They're not
Okay.
hallucinogenic either.
I thought that was Portobello.
No, you're talking about psilocybin. Morello is kind of like portobello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Psilocybin mushrooms is what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know anything
Feeding
about
people
plants.
psilocybin? Holy shit. Your colony would be wiped out pretty quick.
Yeah, real fast. The problems would occur over time.
Like if you ate enough psilocybin to satiate yourself.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so what now?
Let's do one more city in this band. Liz,
Okay.
One more city.
One more city in the desert.
Let's make a
area,
dark
so
elf city.
That
No, let's-
would be in the icy area.
Yeah. No, let's
That'd
do
be so cool.
let's
They
do a
actually
desert
have
city.
trade
I'm down with a
set
desert
up.
city. We don't have a desert city. We need a
don't.
desert city.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Liz, Desert City.
What?
Never mind. Go ahead, Liz. You go. I'll wait for my idea.
I can't even think of a name for a desert city, so
Well, how about a theme?
okay. Oh,
Like other than it being a desert, like a unique thing.
they hunt giant worms.
Oh,
Giant
so like
desert worms.
Dune.
Yeah.
Okay. Could the city be built in the carcass of a giant worm?
Yes, it's been petrified.
You just
and
want your Trask City, don't you?
Yes, yeah, that's like what I'm looking for. But we don't have to have put it. But I like it being inside of a giant worm. That works. Like a massive one that no one's ever seen them that big before.
Well, if it's hot, as it is, it's going to be underground. So maybe the carcass is underground.
I imagine it's like mostly underground, but it's rotted on the top, so you can see like the ribs and like all the light comes in, and so you can like farm in there, and
Worms don't have ribs.
These are special worms.
These are magic
It doesn't even
D&D worms,
it doesn't even need to be
dude.
worms. I was actually thinking of the Cephalos from Monster Hunter.
Or yeah, something like that would work too. But it could be like one giant one that existed in the world, and when the world went to shit, it died. Like this could be even really low. Like this could have used to been an ocean before, it was sun 100% of the time. So it's like a giant body on the bottom of the ocean, but now people just live there because it's the land. Like Mad Max, you're driving around amongst the oil rigs.
Yeah.
So that works.
Yeah.
And what are they ruled by?
Maybe they worship the fucking thing that they're living in.
So
I'm
they're
down with
worshipped
that.
by a holy tribunal, or ruled
Yes.
by a holy tribunal.
Yeah. That sounds good.
They think a giant worm's going to come back and save the planet.
And shield
like
the
it.
whole planet from the sun.
Yeah.
One day, when the great worm comes.
So these aren't
he will
very
consume
advanced
us whole.
people then.
Not very advanced, yeah. Not much resource to advance.
Yes. Okay, what are the races here? Maybe a bunch of tiefling savages, like tiefling Indians, kind of? Tiefling Native Americans?
Tiefling barbarians.
Ooh, I like it.
How about that and a lot of fiery races? So I'm thinking maybe some Ifrits.
Oh, so there's
like
power
lower
here.
kind of pain.
How about
plain
lizard
touch.
men?
I was gonna say
Those would be
some
good.
race
Yeah.
of lizard men. They look
Ooh,
like
I like-
dragons.
Yeah, or we just put Dragonborn.
Yeah, put Dragonborn in there
Yeah.
so they can be
How
playable.
about
Yeah.
Dragonborn, lizardmen, kobold, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so what's the relationship between the Dragonborn and the Tieflings? Maybe the Tieflings live out in the desert and raid the city, and the Dragonborn actually live in the inside the thing.
Is there any traders or just constant raiding?
No, I imagine there's traders that travel between all of these cities.
Okay. So I'm
And
saying
they're all
we're
a
like,
bunch of halflings.
are all the tieflings barbarians, or are they kind of like the 10,000 tribes where they're all different?
I would say the latter.
Okay. So the desert is largely contained
you know how
by
it-
the
how you-
domain of tieflings.
And you know how you tell what tribe they're in? What type of horns they have.
Ooh, I like that.
And they're they hate each other as much as other people. You got stag horns. I've got ram horns. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You need to die.
I like that, them being all over the desert.
Yeah. Ours is the superior species.
The superior horns, yes.
Yeah.
How hard I can run into a wall, pussy.
So the Carcass City, then, is kind of like a special case, because most of it is just desert wasteland.
Yep. And it shelters the Dragonborn, who have a bunch of
And kobolds that like wearing robes and eating pizza, and not speaking to mics.
yeah, and they have a giant bunch of petrified dragons, which they worship, which are just dead dragons.
I thought they worshipped the Carcass,
Or maybe,
the city
yeah.
that they're in, which might have been a dragon at some point.
Yeah,
Kind
Can't
of
tell anymore.
water dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been like
Kind of
how many?
massive water dragon.
12 generations for human. It's been like 100 generations for
We
kobolds.
could put it. Instead of a dragon, we could put it in the turtle. That's the island turtle, and it was in the ocean. And the ocean dried up, and it died, and everyone lives in it.
Yeah, that could work.
There we go. In the turtle.
There's a giant
In the
canopy,
turtle
which
shell,
is the
you
shell.
know,
Yeah.
and like the shell's maybe like kind of half out of the desert, you know. And you probably have like some watch posts built on top of it, and then inside it, you have like the city, and you could build from the top and from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be, yeah.
And there's still the giant bones and shit running through the city. They probably mine a lot for their tools and stuff.
A lot of bone weaponry. and
So
stuff.
who is this holy outfit that rules the city then? They worship this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The cult of the... Well, they didn't know it was a turtle? They might call it something weird if they thought it ate
No,
things.
let's think of it's a dragon. Let's let them think it's a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's obviously
They're a bunch of
fucking
dragon born, a bunch of kobolds.
Could be a dragon turtle. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the biggest dragon turtle.
Cult
It
of
was
the,
the biggest dragon turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cult of the Scion.
It
I see this
sacrificed
as the
itself to
Scion.
I like
save
it.
its kin.
Yeah. Cult of the Scion.
Or it just died because it got really hot.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Got died because it got really hot. But all the kobolds think it saved us.
Yeah.
It sacrificed itself for our lives.
So we would have shelter.
No master has done that for us.
Oh. There should also be a cult, which is like a spin-off. It was a kobold cult. Where like there's the Order of the Scion or whatever it was, right? And there's like the cult of the Ravener, and they're just like, he's gonna come back and eat us and take us somewhere safe.
Because kobolds are used to getting eaten.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like
the
they're a
thing.
secondary food source.
Yes, exactly.
It's just so good.
Their entire culture revolves around finding food and not becoming food.
Perfect. Just like real life kobolds that we know.
Yeah. All right. What's the name of the city?
Let's see.
Turtle back to the rest of the world.
It is such an ancient and sacred city. No one can remember its name.
No, because people trade here. They need a way to reference it on maps.
That's why
Yeah.
they call it the
Turtleback.
Nameless City.
I like Turtleback.
No one's that stupid.
The kobolds' lives revolve around.
Right,
getting
but they're
food
also
with-
dragonborn living here and tieflings.
Yeah.
I kind of like Turtleback as sort of a.
That's what the people, probably traders call
Traders
it.
call
And
it.
the
Yeah,
dragons
yeah.
call it something in dragon. Everyone's like, I can't pronounce that. That's way too many syllables. Turtleback.
A town of many names. It's you're living in a turtle, a giant turtle. It's Turtleback.
Turtleini.
Turtleini.
Turtle Annie, sure.
Okay, and who are the faces?
Let's see.
Let's
so
go
we
with the
need-
church.
So we need to come up with at least one guy for the religious group.
Yeah, so a dragonborn Ur priest, right,
Yeah.
would be his high concept, whose motivation is
Keeping his city alive. He's in the middle of a desert.
keeping the
Spreading
city.
He
the
knows
word of
the
the
truth
fucking
that this isn't.
turtle.
Yeah.
What was that?
Spreading the word of the turtle overlord.
Oh yeah.
No, those are the kobolds.
No, making sure that the city population adheres to the will of the turtle overlord.
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Because one, if the population stops getting too much, that's gonna lead to problems. Not a lot of resources. Mm-hmm. And then for another face, we'll have Jack, who's the leader of the Kobold cult and head cultist. And his motivation is to eat and not be eaten. Very simple, right?
And he spreads that amongst his fellows.
Yes, of course. He's the cult leader.
Also, his mom gay.
What?
Mom gay?
Okay.
So gay for moms.
No, his mom is gay.
Oh, his mom is.
And then we should have a tiefling guy who's trying to unite the tribes.
He's like the sellout tiefling. He's
he
actually
cut off
trying
his
to-
horns.
He cut off his horn. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, he cut his horns off. He's like, we're all one people, and then so he's making a gang that anyone can join, and some people are taking him up on that. You're like,
All you
know
have
what?
to do is
I'm
cut
on
off
this.
your horn.
Is he in
Yeah.
the city?
No, he lives out in the desert.
Okay, so he's just a tribe out there. I kind of like the a defender of the city being a tiefling. Use an Indian to track other Indians, kind of effect.
We could say they do that outside of a specific face, where they just probably occasionally do that, since the tieflings hate each other, just like a lot of the Native Americans did.
Yeah.
And so we can have that without ironing it out.
Okay.
So okay, how much more of this are we doing? I mean, we can go literally
I
forever.
think
It's
that
a
should be the
world.
last thing.
Okay.
One, we've been going a while. Two, we've covered at least one city in each of the
yeah, I
main
think that's the
zones.
important thing.
In each biome, minus the Underdark, because now we have to go back through and figure out what the Underdark is like in these places that are always sun, never sun, so on and so forth. But we can come back to that another time.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to do another one of these?
Well, no,
Complete
maybe I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm gonna drink this Coke.
At least
You know, I
used to be
really
able to drink it all the time. That's
I
what
don't
they
like
put
having a
in there.
headache for 3 days, just to feel a little bit energetic for 30 minutes,
Yeah,
and also like make my dick stop working.
I just
talking about cocaine.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
Cocaine.
I know.
That's fucked up.
yeah.
I just get that off soda.
Yeah, you gotta take
And
dick
insecurity.
Okay,
Snap.
so do you guys want to do this again?
anxiety.
Because I would like to go to the other side of the world.
I thought we did the other side of the
We
world.
did all. We got the Night Lords. We have the Dust side with the Twilight Strand. We have the Dawn side with the Dwarf City. It's not right on the Dawn side, but it's close enough you can walk. And then we have the desert with the Dragonborn City. That's 4 big places with a lot of shit going down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down.
good.
I was just seeing.
Okay,
We could do this all over
10
again.
seconds. I have to prep for a game today, bro.
Oh, yeah, you do,
Yeah.
don't you? Okay, well, then that's going to be it for on our
And
gaming
I'm hungry,
podcast.
so.
Yep. See you next time.